Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today is the day 26 and the problem is contiguous array. So we have given a binary array. Binary array means which array is only consisting 0 and 1 as a value, and we have to find the maximum length of contiguous subarray with equal number of 0 and 1. So for example, in example 1 we have 0 and 1, so the length 2 is both because number of zeros and 1 are equal 1 1 and the length is 2, so maximum length of this array is 2. Similarly, in example 2 we have 0 1 0, so max we can get only 0 and 1 or 1 and 0, so maximum length of this contiguous array with equal 0 and 1 is 2. So let's start. Basically, first implementation, think on brute forcely. So in brute force, what we can do, we can start with the first very basic brute force approach, then move into the optimized brute force and then the optimal solution. So the very basic brute force, I will just simply use the 3 for loop where I 0 I less than nums dot length I plus plus, and the another loop is for end index for int j is equal to I plus 1. So j start from I plus 1, so this loop should go till length minus 1 and j plus plus, and there is another loop for int k is equals to I to and k less than j k plus plus. So in that loop we will check the count of 0 and 1s if it equal, and we will create one maxlen variable maxlen, and then we will check every time whenever we get equal number of zeros and 1, then we will update the maxlen with the max value of maxlen and the basically j minus I. So this will be our new length. So if we analyze the time complexity of this solution, we are using 3 for loop, is can go till, in the worst case, O of n cube. So that, let me note down the time complexity for this very brute force solution is can go till O of n cube. So if we clearly see and analyze little bit, so we are just need to check the number of ones equal to number of zeros. So what we can do, we can move to the brute force from here. Let me comment out this and move to the another solution which will be a brute force solution, and let's remove this. So brute force, and this one is I will call as very brute force. And in this solution, if we analyze already, we can keep two variables here in 0 and int 1 from 0, and instead of looping through third loop, we just loop count here if nums of I is equals to 0 0 plus plus, and if nums of I is equals to 1 1 plus plus, and in the end we will also check if 0 is equals to 1, we simply do update maxlen, again the same maxlen with math dot maxlen comma j minus I. So this is the brute force solution for this, and that if we analyze, so we are simply using 2 for loop, so the time complexity of this solution is O of n square. So still, let's see the constraint of our problem. The constraints of our problem, yeah, this is the constraint. So the array length may go till 50,000. So if we go in the n square solution, it will cross the 1 billion, so it's around 2.5 billion. So 2.5 billion is definitely will give the timeout, so we should think on more optimized algorithm. So order of n square will also not work, so let me comment out this algorithm as well. So let me draw the picture first clearly in OneNote. So here, if let me take an example of one random array: 0 1 0 0 1 1 0. So this is the array, and we have to find out the maximum length of contiguous subarray of equal 0 and 1. So if we see what we are doing in the second approach, basically in brute force approach, we are looping through, starting every time like from here and then going here, 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 and counting every time 0 and 1. Sorry for my bad drawing. 0 and 1. So, and also updating our max len variable, which is tracking the maximum length of the contiguous array we are finding along the processing of this. So if we clearly see, like if we check, consider 0 as -1, let's say 0 as treat as -1 and 1 is as 1. So if we sum up these two, so it will give 0. So every time whenever 0, we can definitely say that like number of zeros and 1 are equal at that point where the sum is 0. So let me take a one sum variable. So sum will keep track of the sums of, like considering 0 as -1. So let's, for this array, let me create a one graph. Like if it is like this is a horizontal line, and if it is a -1, we will go -1. So this is -1. If it is a 1, if it is 0, we will draw as a -1, go to sum is -1, and if it is 1, it will be +1. So -1 plus 1 is 0. So this is a line where 0 sum is 0, sum is it, sum equals to 0. So next we are getting a 0, so this will go again -1. Next again we are getting another 0, this will go till -2, sum is -2. Again we are getting 1, sum will become -1. Then again we are getting 1, sum is become again 0, and after that we are getting another 0 which will go here -1. So every point when we see the two indexes, we compare two places, two sums. If it is 0, either 0 sum or here 0 sum, that means we are getting same sum, that means we have equal number of zeros and ones. So somehow, so the indexes we will know during the processing, the index of this initial is 0, this one is 1, this one is 2, this one is 3, this one is 4, this one is 5, this one is 6, and this one is 7. Sorry, so we are starting from here, so this is only 6, so the index is 6. And if we notice that like whenever the number is 0, we are, whenever the sum is equal at 2 points, which means we have equal number of zeros and 1. So the 3 places we got sum equal 0, these are the 3 places. So these are the 3 places, and also we are getting at 3 places here where the sum equal to -1. So in this case, so if we map with the index, so here, so this one, let me map this in our given array. So here, from here to, so this sum is -1 here in this index, and sum become again -1. So before the sum is -1 to -1, so this sum is -1 to -1 is here, so -1. So this array, so this array has 1 1 and 1 zeros. Similarly for this second sum, we have this array. So this has the sum equal, so where equal number of zeros and -1. Similarly for this 0 index. So somehow if we keep track the indexes of previous sum, we can easily get the length by during the processing if we found the same sum. So let's say if we know the index of this zero sum, we can easily get the here, like once we find the zero, again we can get the previous index and then subtract from the current index. That will be the length of that maximum subarray of equal 0 and 1. So for getting the previous index and tracking the sum, we will use a data structure, the well known data structure, and is hash map in Java, and also the dictionary in Python language. So map, we will use map where we will keep track sum and index coordinate here. So sum and index, we will keep track of this. So let's start again implementation of our optimize approach. So map based fast algorithm. So let me take this variable down here and start fresh from here. So we will have max len again. We will use the map, which will be a integer of integer, and this will be map equal to new hash map. So one more thing, notice that when we have no element in the array, that time we have sum is 0. So we need to add that entry when there is no element, and the index of that starting point we will use as -1. So sum is 0 and the index is -1. So this is a key point for this solution here now. So now we can easily, what as I discussed the algorithm in the OneNote, so I can start processing. We just go use one int variable sum, which will start from 0, and there will be a for loop int I is equal to 0, I less than nums dot length and I plus plus. If so, let's use the ternary operator here. Sum is equal to sum plus nums of I is equals to 1 is 1, otherwise -1, like treating 0 as -1. So that will add -1 in sum. So this will sum will calculate. Then we will check if map dot contains key for current sum. We will just simply get that index and subtract from the current index. Max length is equal to math dot max comma max len comma the current index I minus map dot get sum. If we don't found in the map, we just simply put in the map dot put current sum comma index. So this is what we are getting maximum. In the end, we have to return the max length of our current sum. So this is what, let's just see it is nums, yeah, it's fine, and we are returning the integer. Let's try to compile our code. So compilation is happening. For 0 1 we are getting. Let's see what the example I demonstrated in OneNote. 0 1 0 0 1 1. So for this we should get 0 6 as the answer. Yeah, we are getting 6. So let's try to submit our solution. Yeah, so this is accepted. So the time complexity of this is simple, very simple. Like time complexity, we are just scanning the whole array. So it's O of n, and the space complexity in worst case it will be same O of n. So this is a very simple, like how I converted very brute force to optimized solution. So thank you. If you like my solution, please hit the like button and also subscribe the my channel for the new